Now I'm joined by somebody. You might recognize him because we took him off of one camera, put him in front of another, and put a microphone in front of his hand. I'm joined by Rowdy Gaines. Thanks for being here, Rowdy.
Thank you, Ariana. Good to be with you.
I know, it's been a while. We saw each other about a year ago at a swim clinic, and then we bumped into each other here. What is it like to be at Olympic trials and continue to see friendly faces year after year?
Well, the Olympic trials now is completely different than when I swam.
Yeah.
And, they've really made a complete production out of it, which is awesome. It's awesome for the kids, it's awesome for the families, and it's especially awesome for the fans. And, for me, to be able to see so many familiar faces and to be able to welcome back, Olympians of past, to be able to come back and just really enjoy the company, it's really special. I've really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, as your producer knows, we're pretty tucked away,
Yep. That was going to be my next question.
And it's like constant. Yeah, I mean, we're at the pool from, 7 in the morning to about 9 at night. So when I'm done, I'm ready for bed.
Do you feel like you can, because you know what it's like to be in the water competing at this kind of meet, you know what it's like, and do you feel like you can fully experience it from kind of the perch that you're in? Because you have one of the best seats in the house.
No, I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't get to experience things like this. I haven't been able to watch you because I've been concentrating so much on the broadcast. I don't even get to listen to Brendan and Caitlin on the deck because I've got the headphones on up in the booth. So I really am concentrating on trying to bring the best material as possible to the person watching on TV.
Yep.
So I don't really get to experience what's happening inside the arena, which is kind of tough.
Yeah.
But it's the job that I love,
Yeah.
and you're right. I have the best seat in the house. I'm right on the finish line, and I work with a partner that is one of the most unbelievable human beings in the world, Dan Hicks.
You've been someone who have been such a huge support for me throughout my career, and for so many other athletes. What does it mean to continue to stay so close to the national team and seeing them, especially as we're sending a really young team to Rio?
Yeah, Ariana, I feel so blessed to be able to continue to do this. I really do. I keep telling myself one of these days they're going to knock on your door and say, you're out of here, which is, believe me, it wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. To be able to go and call my 7th Olympic Games is really special.
Wow.
But I just feel blessed to be able to get to know the athletes year in and year out. I mean, your generation and the next generation, it's just, going back to Summer Sanders, you've talked to them all.
All of them.
Right? I mean, Summer and, there's the list goes on, Matt, and even going back before I even started in TV and going back and talking to people like Shirley Babashoff and John Neighbor. The 76 men's Olympic team, and I've told Peter this, and they're my heroes.
Yep.
I get nervous when I'm around them.
Really?
Dude,
I love it.
My palms still get sweaty when I'm around that team because I know every single thing about the 1976 men's team specifically, but overall as well. But I saw John Neighbor today, and he's like my best buddy, and I still get nervous when I'm around him. I don't know why. It's just one of those things.
I think that's what's special about the swimming community is we are still such a close-knit group, and I do the same thing when I'm around Janet Evans and Summer Sanders and Dara Torres, and they're interviewing me, and I know their kids, and I still, these are people that I looked up to my entire childhood, and even still today.
But don't you think that's kind of cool because that really makes you understand how appreciative we are of the sport, and we hope to be able to pass that down.
Exactly.
I hope that we can pass down that appreciation because I know who John Neighbor is. I know who Don Scholander is. I know who Buster Crabbe and Johnny Weissmiller, and those are all people that I read about and have an appreciation for. And I hope this generation that we're in now, and you're still in this generation, but I hope this generation now will appreciate some of their some of the people that kind of paved the way for them as well.
I completely agree. I think that tradition is continuing because I've been walking around the pool deck and I feel like an insider-outsider where, it wasn't that long ago. I still know a lot of people. But
it's 4 years ago, for crying out loud.
But I went up to, so I've been obviously doing some interviews on the pool deck, and I went up to Olivia Smoliga, and I introduced myself, and I was like, hi, I loved watching you swim. My name's Ariana, and I started to get out, and she's like, I know who you are.
I hope she says that.
But it's so,
Now,
it's
wait
amazing.
a second. Let's wait until about 2024, 2028, and then come back to me.
All right,
because
we'll
none
have
of
a
these kids know
discussion
who the heck I am. They just know, oh yeah, you're that dude on television. Oh, you swim in the Olympics too?
Oh, please.
I swear, none of these kids, everybody younger than you has no idea who
Oh
I am,
my God.
except for the fact that I do swimming on TV.
Well, you are such a huge advocate for our sport, an amazing ambassador. I know personally I'm so lucky to have gotten to know you so well over these years. So thank you for the work that you do and continue to
Thank
do,
you,
and
Ariana.
can't wait to see what happens in Rio.
Thank you. And by the way, I've heard nothing but incredible things about you
Thank
all
you.
week long. Even though I haven't been able to watch, everybody tells me you're just knocking it out of the park.